this is where you gain the attention of Napalm Records. They sign you, they release this new album. For those that aren't familiar, this is a massive global metal label. I mean, they have Alter Bridge, Andrew WK, Mushroom Head, D Snyder, Hoobastank, Monster Magnet, on and on and on. They're huge.
Devil Driver, that's
Devil
one of their
Driver.
biggest sales. Ginger is one of their biggest sales. I don't know if you've ever checked out Ginger. That band.
No, I just want to know, is there at least one Ginger in the band Ginger? And then I'll listen to them.
No. But they're a Ukraine right now. They're fighting that. They're stuck in Ukraine right now. So they're going through a lot. But if anybody has a chance to check out that band, that is a Ukrainian prog metal band that has voiced by a female that just is, she's
amazing.
She's pretty amazing. And they're breaking a lot of ground in America and Europe. Canada maybe hasn't jumped aboard yet, but they will eventually, I think. And they were supposed to be opening for Slipknot for the next 2 months, and they couldn't do it because they're stuck in Ukraine because of the war.
I have tickets for that show in Ottawa. The Knotfest Road show. Slipknot here is playing with Cypress Hill and Horror, a band called Horror with 9s instead of R's. And
we know the band. It was like a couple different. I think the other one was Slipknot. In this moment, Ginger, wasn't it? And then they changed it to Wage War. But anyways, Napalm's houses a lot of really great rock bands. We're lucky to be even involved with them.
How did you gain their attention?
We're the only rock band on there. I don't even call us a metal band compared
to there's some metal in there, but how did you gain their attention? Rumor has it they saw you live and that's all it took, and they locked it down.
Yeah, well, we actually met one of the representatives in 2017 who no longer works there, but she came to a show when we opened up for the Birthday Massacre in New York and really liked it and kind of put it, I guess, on their radar. So then when the stars kind of lined up a bit where we were opening for their band Ginger. So they were already going to go to the show regardless because their band was headlining.
And we're opening for
Ginger. And then on top of that, we also were in a management with Des Fafara, who's in Devil Driver, which is also a Napalm Records band. So between those two things kind of lining up, they were at the show. And then after the show, then we started talking contracts. So it was really exciting. And we signed the papers like literally January 2020 before everything kind of shit hit the fan. So it was kind of crazy that we slipped that in just in time, because I don't know if they would have been signing as many new bands through the pandemic.
They didn't sign anybody after that. And I think the biggest thing is that if it was one of those it was like an amazing thing that could happen, but also the worst thing that could happen. Being signed just before a pandemic means you're still supposed to put out a record. You owe them a record. So as much as they're supporting you and there's a budget and they want, eventually they need to release a record. So we had to put off the record for like a year. But they were pretty supportive all the way through it. And then we had to put the record out and we still couldn't tour the record. And that's just like the worst thing you could ever have happen, is having a bigger player in the ballpark, putting out a record with you, getting you airplay. Liquid Metal was playing Bystander, a couple of radio stations in cities were playing Vertigo, and we're sitting in Canada not being able to play at one of these shows and try to get, because that's the kind of time when you'd be going to the radio station and the radio station's going, hey, here's the song we're playing. They're playing in our town on this date. They're doing this and doing that. And we're sitting at home going, man, the amount of income and the amount of people and the reach we're missing out on right now. And then if you don't have Napalm, then you're like literally just sitting at home without Napalm, and nobody's even, if we put the video out, we're literally just reaching only our people. So it was this weird,
kind of
pandemic sucked, man.
Good side, bad side situation.
Well, it seems like we're coming to the end of the lockdowns and the craziness. And I know you're excited for the tour. It's awesome how half the tour you're opening for an amazing band like Buck Cherry that has huge hits with Crazy Bitch and Lit Up and all those songs. So you're opening for this huge band. So you get to these other cities. You have a shorter set, but maybe more people in the crowd. And in the other half, you're the headliner. So longer sets, more of the crowd is there for you specifically. So there's a
lesser crowd because we don't have a hit single like Buck Cherry. We'll be playing it.
It's a cool dynamic between the two parts of the tour.
Yeah, we don't lie about that shit. Like this is actually nerve-wracking a little bit for us. That
It's our
first time
dates
even
in the
trying to
States,
do any
right
headline.
after a pandemic.
Yeah, doing some of that. So we've got lots of time to still market, but like it still makes me nervous to know what kind of ticket sales we'll do compared to like, I just know what we'll do with Buck Cherry. I know their numbers. Their agents already shown us.
Yeah, they've already got
Even
some
if
sold
we're
out
not, even if
shows.
we're not on, even if we weren't on the tour, the numbers are already high. So it's great for us. We'll sell a lot of merch. We'll meet a lot of people. That's the tours I love in America. America's so vast. You really, really have to have a pretty solid song running and some serious marketing to make sure that you're filling rooms by yourself. So we talked with our manager and we were like, let's test the waters. And so that's why we're not doing out west yet. We're just doing our central area. We're only do 3 weeks and we're going to see how good we can fill the rooms by ourselves and have our diehards come out and party with us.